Well, that was a hell of a thing. Sure as hell wouldn't want to be in Reg McCountry's shoes right now. Oh hey! Welcome guys! Welcome to the garden. While you're here, we might as well do a little pre-show ahead of this week's Monday Morning Live. I'll give you some updates on what's been happening while I've been away. The spinach that we planted last week, growing really well. Our garlic has started to come through. Our elephant garlic going really well. Our silver beet growing great. For the love of father, what's happened to our broccoli? Something's been eating it. We'll have to cover that with some bird netting on today's show. Well, I'm off to hair and makeup and then to wardrobe. I'll see you soon for Monday Morning Live here in the garden. All right. We are live on a Monday morning, as always. Beautiful day in Blenheim. All right.
Cold open in 5.
Copy that algorithm. Kia ora team, I'm Benny, and I'm here in the garden for the cold open of MML 63. And I'm going to do something on the cold open this morning that I've been wanting to do for a while. In fact, I'm going to try something that I've heard a lot of good things about. Cherry juice. This is... Whoops. There we go. It can happen. This is from Eden Orchards. It's cherry juice. There's 2 kgs of cherry juice in here and nothing else. Now, I've heard a lot of good feedback about the health benefits of cherry juice. You see, it's very high in... cherries are very high in melatonin, which is really good for helping to aid sleep. Haven't been sleeping that good lately. I'll tell you about that a bit more lately. Also has what are known as anthocyanins. Now these have really good antioxidant qualities and anti-inflammatory qualities. So really good for aches and pains, arthritis. And let's face it, here we are in the middle of winter. You know, I've got dodgy knees from my days playing cricket and from my years as a projectionist. A bit of a dodgy shoulder. I've had a calf injury that I've been dealing with. So lots of little aches and pains, and here in the middle of winter, that's when we feel it the most. So I'm hoping that this cherry juice will just help to ease those aches and pains and help with my sleep issues as well. Here goes. Oh man, that's really yummy. Now, this is concentrated. You can mix it with water if you wish. And as we know, you should never underestimate the value of water. But it's recommended to just take a shot of this once a day, usually before bed, but I'm not going to bed anytime soon. So you just take a little shot of it once a day, and we'll see how the health benefits of this cherry juice works out for me. I'll keep you posted on that. If you want to find out firsthand, feel free to come down to the Marlborough Farmers Market and get yourself some. We sell it on the information kiosk. We're there every Sunday morning from 9 until 12. You can see me there. But as for right now, I'm here in the garden to say welcome to Monday Morning Live, where we're going to mix it up a little bit today. We'll sort of jump around. It'll be a little bit less structured than normal. And there's people out there going, this show normally has a structure. Well, yes, it does. I see a couple of things happened yesterday that kind of bummed me out a little bit. In the afternoon, I had to have a little bit of bend time and didn't really get the opportunity to do the same sort of prep work that I would do for Monday Morning Live. And again, there's people out there going, you do prep work for this show? Shout out to Renee, thanks for joining. You just missed us doing a shot of cherry juice. Very nice. So we're jumping around and it might be a little bit less structured than normal. We're still going to give Monday morning shout outs. Somebody else has joined. Who are you? I want to give you a shout out, but I don't know your picture. We're still going to do live gardening. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel Benny, and you should be, if you're not, we'll watch it later on. Oh, Brett, shout out to you. Thanks for joining. We've done a shot of cherry juice, pure cherry juice for its health benefits. We're going to do live gardening. We're going to look back at the week that was. We're going to take a very optimistic and positive look at the week ahead. All those things and many more coming up right here, right now, on Monday Morning Live. Let's do some live gardening. I'm just going to move this Lego set slightly out of the way. I'll tell you about this Lego shortly. Because we're going to do live gardening. On the pre-show, which I did on YouTube, we noticed that the birds have been attacking our broccoli. So I'm just going to grab one and show you. So they've just been nibbling away at the broccoli, and who can blame them? It's amazing. So we're going to cover this with some bird netting. Really, really simple. We're going to use the Benny's 6100 series bird net system. A small skewer of bamboo, pop it in like that. Get our bird netting. Just cut it to about, what, 30 centimetres by 30 centimetres, just to go over the top like that. Got these clips. Again, the 6100 series clips, available now in the gift shop. One up by half a dozen. We're going to clip the bird netting on like that. And hopefully now that will keep the birds away from our incredible broccoli. As I mentioned, we're growing broccoli two different ways. We're growing it with a companion plant of blue lupins. I'll show you. This is the broccoli that we pricked out a couple of weeks ago. You can see it in the middle there. You can see it in the middle there, growing really well. The lupins will be fixing nitrogen from the air into the soil. That can be accessed by the broccoli because it's a high nitrogen feeder. Hopefully the broccoli will help grow big and strong. So there's an update of our broccoli, a bit of live gardening. This is the silver beet that we sowed a couple of weeks back. It's growing really well. Almost ready to go into a bigger pot, just like the ones behind me. They're growing really well as well. Right, there's the live gardening. Now, the week that was, a couple of things happened that kind of bummed me out. I won't go into too much detail, but yesterday there was another very special thing that happened, and it kind of put my little issues into a different context. A very special guest at the Marlborough Farmers Market yesterday was none other than former New Zealand cricketer Chris Cairns. Now, Chris Cairns has been through a lot in his life. He lost his sister when he was very young to a train-related accident. Towards the end of his career, he was implicated in a match-fixing scandal and he had to go to court to clear his name. And more recently, he suffered a cardiac episode and he needed surgery. During that surgery, he suffered a heart attack and was paralysed from the waist down. He was told that he'd never walk again. And he came into the farmer's market yesterday in his wheelchair. I have actually seen online a couple of clips of him walking, and not only that, I saw a clip of him on crutches blocking attempts at goal from a young boy that was presumably was his son. The young boy was firing the football at him and he's blocking it with his crutches and balancing well on his legs. For a guy that they said would never walk again, he's been incredibly courageous. And like I say, it just made my little issues just not seem very significant at all. I want to talk about this Lego, but first, I want to finish off talking about the week that was. We had a great time with the kids. It was the last week of the school holidays. The kids have been really getting into their Lego. Actually, let's talk about Lego now because, again, this is a very small problem, but I have been suffering from what's known as Lego thumb. I don't know if you can see it there on the camera, but Lego thumb is a very nasty condition where when you're breaking pieces of Lego apart, sometimes you get two pieces that are very, very stuck together. And the only way to really do it is to get your thumb in there and sort of prise them apart. Do that too many times and you can risk cracking your thumbnail right up the middle, and that's what's happened to me. Lego thumb. The struggle is real. Now when the kids used to do Lego, so, okay, let's go back a step. I've got heaps of Lego in boxes and, fully built, some semi-built. And the kids have been getting into it, and what they love to do is they love to break it all apart and then go through the instruction book and then build it again, like they've done with this set here. I'll move my little Benny's shot glass out of the way. This is a set from The Big Bang Theory. That's their lounge. You'll see the characters there. They're all there. The kids love The Big Bang Theory. We watch it most nights, and when the intro song comes on, they go into the lounge and dance around. Sometimes when it goes bang, they come and power slide into the lounge. It's so cool. But the thing is, it's always a sad day in a parent's life when you realise that your children no longer need you to help them to build their Lego. All they need you to do is to break apart the tricky bits and obviously suffer from Lego thumb. So they break the Lego apart, they go through the book page by page, and you know how Lego works. Each page shows you the pieces that you're supposed to get for that page, shows you where to put them together and how to put them onto the set. It used to be that it was kind of my job to put them all together, and the kids would just find the different pieces. They'd give them to me, I'll put them together. And then it kind of changed, and they were sort of doing more of the building, and I was the one finding the pieces. And now it's got to the point where they don't even really need me to find the pieces or put them together. It's sort of a sad day, but what they do, it's really cool. They've learnt the ability that if it doesn't look right, or they go to put a piece on and it won't fit, or it won't look the same as the picture, They've learned to go back a page or two and just see what the problem was. And they'll both often say, "Oh, I see where we went wrong," and they can fix it. There's a lesson in that for all of us, I think. When something doesn't go right, don't lose any sleep over it. And certainly, if you've got your cherry juice, you won't have to worry about that. But just go back a step, see what went wrong, and then fix it. Right, we're running out of time. The week ahead should be a good week on the farm, planting more strawberries. Should be a good week at the farmers market. You know, I just do my thing, man. I just go and I just work hard. Morning. Oh, shout out to Jeff. Jeff, holy cow, are you watching from Canada? And shout out to Lisa. Thanks for joining, everyone. We've done a shot of cherry juice. We've talked about Lego. We've put bird netting on our broccoli. I've given you updates on a few other things here and there. The week ahead. Now, celebrity birthdays. This is something that is very near and dear to me because only the best of the best get a shout out in celebrity birthdays. Coming up this week in celebrity birthdays, I don't know if you can see, this is the movie Tommy Boy. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It stars comedy god Chris Farley and this man, one of the funniest guys ever, David Spade. He's celebrating a birthday today, in fact. So happy birthday to David Spade as part of a great week coming up. I think we've just about covered everything. I hope you guys have had a great week. I look forward to hearing from you. You know, I do this show as a sort of video diary. Just if you care, if you want to, you can always stop by and just see what's been going on in the Ward household. Great time with the kids. School holidays is such a special time. Like, I remember as a kid, the holidays for me were, sure, a break from school, but it was also a break from just the bullying that I used to get at school, like just merciless bullying. So it's always a great break, and it's a great time to just sort of reset, spend quality time with the kids, doing Lego or doing whatever. And it's just these moments that you sort of want to cling on to because they are precious. Let's pause for a sip of water. Never underestimate the value of water. I almost stumble on my own catchphrase there. Maybe the melatonin in the cherry juice is kicking in. I'm getting a bit groggy. I might have to go for a lay down. Right, live gardening done. The week that was done. We jumped around. I wanted to pay tribute to Chris Cairns and the courage that he's shown. I wanted to highlight the fact that sometimes things don't go our way. You know, sometimes you work hard, you offer suggestions, you come up with things that can help to make things more streamlined, more easier, more profitable. Sometimes those suggestions are taken and sometimes they're thrown back at your face. But you don't lose sleep over it, you just move on. Because those things are insignificant compared to the struggles that other people are going through. Like my hero Chris Cairns, like my other hero Bo Dallas, like my other hero David Spade. Because the reality is Chris Farley passed away 26 years ago. But David Spade didn't give up. He kept working. And there's a message in that for all of us. Don't give up. If something's not going your way, just like the kids do with their Lego, just go back a few steps, find out what went wrong and fix it. I'm Benny Ward. You can see me anytime you want on my YouTube channel, Benny. You can find it by searching Benny Ward. The letter I and Benny Ward. You can see me every Sunday morning at the Melbourne Farmers Market. You can see me right here every Monday morning on Monday Morning Live. And I'll see you next time in the garden.